Back for day number 3 of the Coach K Memorial Classic here at Eagle Point High School. Matt Jarecki happy to be with you this afternoon as the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts look Salem this afternoon. Roseburg is 6-8 on the afternoon against the Salem Wellcare Dodgers. The Dodgers, they're coming off a tough loss yesterday against Southern Oregon baseball. Yesterday against Southern Oregon, they lost 8-2. This is a team that I was just talking to their coaches. They said some guys that are supposed to be here aren't here, and some guys that aren't supposed to be here are here. So it's a completely new roster for Salem. Their star, though, is Wilson Herrera, the shortstop. He just committed to Butte Community College. He is the 3-hole hitter from South Salem High School, where he just graduated. He was a part of that team at South Salem that was the number 1 seed in the 6A playoffs. South Salem, they unfortunately lost to Grant as the Generals went all the way to the 6A championship game and fell to Sunset, who is the today in an early morning game here at Eagle Point High School. Unofficial noon. We got the starting lineups. That we recorded for the dock season, and he said, "Hi, my name is Riley Cheney." So I just asked him today, is it Cheney or is it Cheney? He said, I don't really care, but it's pronounced Cheney. So we're going to call it Cheney moving forward. Riley Cheney, we had an opportunity to sit down and talk with him. Joey Keyran earlier this week recorded an interview with Riley Cheney. So when we come back, Indians, and he's continued that this summer after being elevated from the Dr. Randalls last year. So we'll take our first 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have that interview with Riley Cheney here on 541radio.com.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in the backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
D.R. Johnson Lumber Company, a forward-thinking family company, has been operating in the Douglas County community for over 60 years. Founded by Don R. Johnson, the man who set the tone of commitment to these local communities by providing stable, long-term employment. D.R. Johnson Lumber Company understands the significance of investing in our youth because they are the foundation of our future. That's why they're a proud supporter of Roseburg Dr. Come watch the Docs swing some lumber with D.R. Johnson Lumber Company. Go Docs!
At Douglas County Farmers Co-op, we want your four-legged friends to be healthy and happy. That's why we stock a carefully curated selection of pet, equine, and livestock supplies. From the premium foods your pets crave to grooming and show supplies that help you shine in the show ring, you'll find it at Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Our knowledgeable staff are here to help with those tough pet and livestock care questions. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Back with another Doc Stewart's player interview here this summer as we continue on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. Our player interviews are brought to you by Evergreen Family Medicine. Evergreen, expect the unexpected at Evergreen Family Medicine, serving Roseburg, Myrtle Creek, and Sutherland. Evergreen offers more than traditional primary care. You can always expect more from Evergreen. From Roseburg High School, joining us, it's Riley Cheney here, first year with the Doc Stewarts after a junior season at Roseburg High School. Riley, getting a chance to be on the Docs this summer. How's that feel for you when you got that news?
At first I didn't want to believe it because I didn't think I was going to do it.
Yeah.
And then when Sister called me and said, hey, you're going to come pitch for us, I got real excited, got a big old smile on my face, and I was just, it's a good opportunity for me to get better and then to go into next year and be the guy for them. So
for sure, yeah. You had a great season this spring with Roseburg baseball during the high school season. Got an opportunity to be kind of one of the regular guys in the rotation as a starter. Just where did you see kind of improvement in your game during the spring this year, getting an opportunity to be kind of relied upon a little bit more out there on the pitching?
I'd say mostly the mental aspect of the game was a big help for me. My sophomore year, I got swung up, but my mental game wasn't there. I would always get down on myself, tell myself I couldn't do it. But then when I finally got the opportunity to do what I wanted to do and told myself I could do it, then it all just started coming naturally.
Yeah, definitely. I saw a lot of great stuff out of you out there, and excited to see what senior year is going to be looking like for you. But as you get into this summer, what are some of the things you hope to accomplish with the Docs to kind of continue to take you to the next level?
I'd say I definitely want to get better. The mental aspect needs to get better a little bit more. It's definitely gotten a lot better since my last season here, but I'd say just hitting the strike zone, pitch after pitch. This is the key of pitching, and that needs to be my focus.
Yeah. You get a chance to, I know the high school season, you got the guys that you're kind of familiar with, you see every day. This, you get a chance to kind of be around some of the other guys that maybe you're familiar with playing maybe single-A baseball, or when you were younger playing with some of these guys. Just getting a mix of different guys to be around and kind of talk baseball and play baseball with. How does that kind of help kind of broaden your horizon and be able to help make you a better player?
So it's funny because most of these kids, there's only like 2 kids. I grew up with most of these kids playing travel ball and, since we were like 10. So it really helps that we all have good communication. We all know each other. We all know, if this happens, then, So I think that helps a lot when you have people you can rely on that that they can do that. You know what I mean? It just helps all around the aspect, and they push you to be better. So that's a good thing too.
Yeah.
So.
It's always a conversation piece when it comes to Docs during the summer, because you guys get kind of thrown together at the last minute before the season starts just because of the nature of what the schedule is. But, you're talking about the familiarity that you guys have. And this is a pretty wide-ranging age group. You got guys that are young, guys that are old. But how do you feel like the team's coming together this year?
I honestly feel like we're doing pretty good. We weren't off to a great start, but I feel like now, at the Clackamas tournament, I think we finally started to get our team, close together, and we figured out how to work together, and if we stayed together, we could win a lot more ball games.
Those road trips like that, you guys get to stay in a hotel, you're around each other like nonstop, you guys are doing everything. Yeah. What was the team bonding like at that Clackamas tournament?
That was probably one of the best out of all my years of travel ball. I think that was probably one of the best experiences I've had.
Yeah, nice. Anything fun go on during that trip that you guys are willing to tell without getting in trouble from the coaches?
I'm
sure you guys were well behaved.
Yeah, we didn't really mess around much.
Yeah.
We went to the mall, just kind of did teenager stuff, but like you said, nothing too big to get us in trouble.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Here in Salem. So Tegan Sprague is going to be on the mound to start for the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts, who are timeout in, but we will make that up later on throughout this broadcast. So, into the box, leading things off is Isaac Irwin, the second. Comes in for a strike. No balls and one strike as we're underway at 8:59. So a minute earlier than scheduled. Sprague wastes no time, delivers a pitch that's inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Sleeves. Sprague delivers a pitch inside. 2 balls and 1 strike to Irwin. Hander on the mound from Umpqua Valley Christian. His grandfather is in attendance today. Talked with him earlier before the Irwin will do the 2 ball, 2 strike pitch one more time. Irwin is the second baseman from South. So Vladdy Rust in the 6th spot. Jager Hahn is the 7-hole hitter. Nolan Ricks is the 3rd baseman. And Owen Wood is the left fielder batting 9th. First pitch to Corey Sidwell is cut on in. Yes, no balls and 2 strikes. So the Docs are the home team once again. 4 straight home games to begin this Coach K Memorial Classic. Here this year, same story, a lot of young players. Wilson Herrera, the oldest player on the team, the only Sprague gets the start. It's been a different starting pitcher each day so far. Sprague's payoff pitch. It's down and away, and it's a walk. So a walk puts a out. It's a walk and a runner at first base with 1 out for Wilson Herrera, player as mentioned, who's committed to Butte Community College out in Chico. He's really excited to go play. One. Couple other graduates on this team. Sprague working with Hellenthal. This was the connection that worked in the spring for Umpqua Valley Christian. A couple of UVC guys working together. First inning, the score is 0-0. Outcome and the score 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Communications radio stations have joined forces with the News Review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
It wasn't until 1925 that the American Legion gave birth to its first youth program, and that was American Legion Baseball. And the emphasis was on citizenship and sportsmanship.
Travel ball, a lot of the times you go and you play and it's kind of just more of an individual game. But in Legion Baseball, it's more of a team working towards a goal, and I really appreciate that.
That you're playing for something more than just yourself. We're playing for all the past veterans who have served. We're playing for the people who are still serving in the military. And it's a huge honor to be part of this program.
Bottom of the first inning, the score is 0-0 here at Eagle Point High School. Special thanks to our sponsor, Barnes Heating and Cooling, your complete energy company. Visit barnesheatingandcooling.com or call 541-459-1545. The Doctor. Johnson is the DH in the 5 spot. Dane St. Clair is the center fielder, batting 6. Taj Flora is the right fielder, batting 7th. Danner Wirtz is the first baseman in the 8 spot. So Burke, the shortstop, leading things out for the Dr. Stewarts. First pitch to him. It's taken for a strike. 0-1 from Caden Knoll. So Knoll gets the start for Salem. One strike to Burke. Burke, the switch hitter, batting as a lefty. Stream keeps cutting out the audio. Going to try to work on that throughout the rest of the and 1 strike to Paxton Burke. So we'll work on fixing that as soon as we can. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Burke looking to get aboard here in the home game for the Dr. Stewarts. 2-2 pitch. Burke takes it outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So the switch inning short. So Logan Anderson stands in, takes the pitch for a strike, 0-1. So runner at first in Burke after his leadoff single. 0-1 pitch. Burke is on the move. The pitch is in for a strike. Throw goes down towards second, and Burke steals second base. No balls and 2 strikes to 2-hole hitter in Logan Anderson, with a runner in scoring position for the Ducks in the bottom of the first inning. Rylan Webster, the catcher, out to tack things over with Caden. Tanner Antone is the first baseman, and Rylan Webster. West Albany fires in a pitch that's fouled back by Anderson. We'll do the 0-2 pitch one more time to the second baseman. plus 4 RBIs. As number 5 waiting for him at second base, and Burke, a big lead off for Burke. It's Robbins this season batting .349, 11 singles, pair of doubles, a triple, and a home run. First pitch to Cal. It's taken for a strike. Throw goes down towards second. So the steal pays off, a productive out for Anderson as Burke. First pitch was called to strike on the steal that was not for Anderson as he's caught stealing. 1-1 pitch. Robbins chops it towards the left side. Picked at third base by Nolan Ricks. The throw across the diamond in time to retire Robbins. 2 away. Brings up Daniel Withers. So 2 outs. Oh, 1. 4 doubles and a home run for Withers, plus 9 singles, 14 hits on the year. Takes the pitch outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. He crushed a home run down here in the Rogue Valley about a week and a half ago against continuing to try to work and fix that problem. Pitch to Withers, belted in the air, way deep out towards left field, but out on the track. Withers is at second base, standing up with a brings up Jake Johnson with the runner at in the bottom of the first inning. Johnson, the DH today, was at first base yesterday. And it's down for a base hit. Boone is around. Six-hole hitter. So St. Clair at the plate, 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch. Chops it towards the right side. At It's the Dr. Stewarts with the lead here on 541radio.com.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
The lead. First pitch from Tegan Sprague here in inning number 2 is down and away. 1 ball and no strikes. So again, trying to work on solving the issue for the video stream. If you can't cleanly hear the audio on YouTube, you can also head over to the 541 radio app or listen online at 1490 The Score, or listen on the airwaves at 1490 The Score as well. Sprague misses inside, 3 balls and no strikes, although I did just switch the port that it was plugged into. The connection from our M-Track mixer towards our laptop, and it seems to be doing a lot better, at least to start this inning. 3-0 pitch is grounded towards the right side. Logan Anderson, the second baseman, fields and goes to first base to get the out there. So hopefully that solves the problem, as Rylan Webster is out after falling behind 3-0. He grounds out to second base. 1 out, top of the second inning. 2-0 the score. The Ducks with the lead. A couple of RBI hits. Actually, just 1 RBI hit. It was Jake Johnson with an RBI single. First pitch from Sprague, in for a strike to Tanner Antone with Vladdy Rust on deck. 0-1 pitch. Down and inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Antone, the first baseman. 4 hits for the Ducks in the bottom of the first inning. 1-1 pitch here in the top of the second is popped in the air out towards the right side of the field. In foul territory, searching for it is Danner Wirtz, and he finds the acorn for out number 2. 2 outs and nobody on for Vladdy Rust. Rust, the DH. 6-hole hitter. First pitch to him. Takes it low and away, 1-0. Vladdy from Sprague just finished his freshman season, class of 2028. Swings and chops the ball over towards third base. Fielding it is Robbins. The throw to first base in time for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down, Salem goes. We head to the bottom of the second inning. The score is 2-0. Roseburg with the lead here on 541radio.com and the score 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Johnson Lumber Company, a forward-thinking family company, has been operating in the Douglas County community for over 60 years. Founded by Don R. Johnson, the man who set the tone of commitment to these local communities by providing stable, long-term employment. D.R. Johnson Lumber Company understands the significance of investing in our youth because they are the foundation of our future. That's why they're a proud supporter of Roseburg Dr. Stewarts. Come watch the Docs swing some lumber with D.R. Johnson Lumber Company. Go Docs!
Welcome back here to Eagle Point High School. A new pitcher is coming into the game. It is Ryder Johnson. So just one inning pitch for the starter for Salem, as Ryder Johnson will come into the game here in the bottom of the second inning. Special thanks to our sponsor, Flyaway Travel. Contact the travel experts at Travel Leader Flyaway Travel and make sure you have an agent in your corner. Call 541-672-5701. Special thanks to the Cow Creek Tribe, our video stream sponsor all season long. If you're listening on the radio right now, seems that we fixed the audio on our live stream. You can watch that online at 541radio.com, or you can head over to our YouTube channel. That is 1490 The Score. Subscribe there and stay up to date with all things Roseburg sports throughout the summer, spring, fall, winter. I mean, we do it all. All 4 seasons, we have sports on the Score. 4 hits in 1 inning pitch for Caden Knoll. Allowed 2 runs, did not walk a batter, and did not strike out a batter. And after facing just 6 hitters, it's going to be batters 7, 8, and 9. Taj Flora, Danner Wirtz, and Ty Hellenthal to the dish here in the bottom of the second inning. 4 hits in the first inning. Paxton Burke had the MSK True Value first hit of the game. Make sure your summer projects are a hit with the stop by the MSK family of stores in Myrtle Creek and Tri-City. So the southpaw and Ryder Johnson is on the mound. The first pitch from Johnson, it's down and inside. 1 ball and no strikes to Flora, the 8-hole hitter. Flora in right field once again, committed to Umpqua Community College, staying local in Douglas County. 1-0 pitch to him. Drives the ball down the left field line for a base hit and maybe even more. Cutting it off in the corner is Owen Wood. Flora is going to take off towards second as Wood has lost the ball. It's between his wickets. He still can't find it. It's to the right of him. Flora is racing around third. He's going to come in and score. Oh my goodness. Taj Flora runs all the way around the bases as Owen Wood could not find the ball out in left field. And it's going to go down as a double plus the air to allow Flora to come in and score as he goes all the way around. My goodness. I've never seen that. Owen Wood was looking everywhere. By the time he found the ball, Flora was all the way around third base and came in to score. He was easily headed towards second with the double with his speed. And after that, after the hit, it's now 3-0 for Roseburg. First pitch to Danner Wirtz comes in for a strike, 0-1. That has got to be one of the funkiest starts to an inning I've seen. So Ryder Johnson starts his day with an unfortunate run. It's 3-0. Johnson winds and fires the 0-1 pitch down low to Danner Wirtz. 1 ball and 1 strike to the incoming sophomore. So already the second inning and the second pitcher in for Salem. The Ox wearing their black jerseys once again. Pitch from Johnson, a breaking ball that Wirtz slices foul towards the first base side. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the 8-hole hitter. Ryder Johnson fires in the pitch. Wirtz fouls it away. So we'll do the 1 ball, 2 strike pitch once again to Danner Wirtz. He's at first base today, gets an at-bat. Pitched a couple of days ago as he rattles the bat in the right-handed hitter's box. The pitch from the lefty and Johnson, another breaking ball, this one above the letters. Hard to do against Big Danner, who's about 6 feet, 6'1", somewhere in that range. Certainly has the size as a young incoming sophomore after just wrapping up his freshman season at Roseburg. 2-2 pitch, another breaking ball, this one way up and away. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to Wirtz. Just the 7th game played. Out in the field, 18 at-bats with 5 hits, 4 singles, and a double. Payoff pitch. Wirtz goes down swinging as Johnson blows it past him with the fastball. 1 out, nobody on for the 9-hole hitter, Ty Hellenthal. So Hellenthal, the catcher. He's been working with Tegan Sprague out defensively, and now the 9-hole hitter is in the box, a graduate from Umpqua Valley Christian. First pitch to him, he checks his swing, he did not go around, the pitch was inside, 1 ball and no strikes. Paxton Burke is on deck again. He was the MSK True Value first hit receiver On Deck sponsors are brought to you by the Blind Man. If you're feeling the heat when you're on deck, contact the Blind Man, a Hunter Douglas Gallery dealer in Roseburg. Breaking ball is outside, 2 balls and no strikes. They can help you with several patio shade options to beat the summer heat or other design options for your home. You can visit blindmanroseburg.com for more details. 2-0 pitch, Hellenthal chops it foul towards the left side. 2 balls and 1 strike to the 2A, 1A Player of the Year with the Monarchs. Back-to-back years where he's received that recognition, and he's heading off to Umpqua Community College as well. So, a couple of future UCC Riverhawks playing for the Ducks. 2-1 pitch to Hellenthal. It's taken down and inside. 3 balls and 1 strike. Certainly a guy that Umpqua Valley Christian is going to miss. The Monarchs certainly going to miss him and Logan Anderson, the 2 seniors that really carried the team this season. Big leaders for the squad as Hellenthal rips the ball deep in the air out towards left field. It's hook and foul, and it goes foul. He cleared the fence. If it was about maybe 5 feet to the right of the line, it would have been a home run. Instead, it's a foul ball. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So a little bit early. Head coach Tim Sestair giving some words of encouragement from the dugout on the third base side. Ducks have occupied the third base dugout throughout the entirety of this tournament. Tomorrow they are going to be at the first base side, as they will be the road team for the first time, according to head coach Sestair. Pitch to Hellenthal, waits for a breaking ball, grounds it towards the right side. Irwin, the second baseman, fields and throws to first base to get Hellenthal for out number 1. Rather, out number 2. So 2 outs. Nobody on for Paxton Burke. Burke a single and a run scored his first time up. Ryder Johnson, his first pitch. Drops down low, 1 ball and no strikes. Johnson, that breaking ball certainly has a lot of break. Just about commanding it. Johnson, another kid from South Salem High School. A lot of Saxons on this Salem squad. 1-0 pitch. Burke, as a right-handed hitter, flies it out into center field. Sidwell trying to track it through the sun. He shades it with his mitt, and he makes the catch for the final out. Well, 1 hit, 1 error, and no one left stranded. As we'll now head to the top of the 3rd inning. The score is 3-0. The Dr. Stewart's with the lead here on 541radio.com. And the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
To expand your portfolio? Consolidate your investments with Palm Wealth Management. Our trusted team makes it easy to diversify and track your investments. Let Palm Wealth Management coordinate your financial strategy. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Turn your home into your dream sanctuary with help from Douglas County Farmers Co-op. For over 100 years, we've carried everything you need to keep your garden and crops green and growing, including a large selection of soil mixes, composts, fertilizers, and other soil amendments. You'll also find stones, boulders, gravel, and more to add structure and diversity to your yard. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Brook Communications radio stations have joined forces with the News Review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with Lotus Media Group, LLC.com.
Top of the 3rd inning. Special thanks to our sponsor, Winston Auto Care. Don't strike out with car troubles. Call Winston Auto Care at 541-679-8685. Your home team for auto repair for over 25 years. First pitch here in inning number 3 from Tegan Sprague. Misses the zone. 1 ball and no strikes from Sprague. The Ducks leading 3-0 after the double and error allowed Tosh Flora to have a Little League home run. Hit out towards left field for Jager Hahn as the right fielder's aboard with a leadoff single. So first hit of the game for Salem puts a runner at first base. Top of the 3rd inning, nobody out for Nolan Ricks. So Rick's another right-handed hitter in the box. The first pitch to him. Grounds it back up the middle. Softly hit, swinging bunt as Sprague fields and goes to first to get the out there. Hahn advances to second. So 1-3 ground out, puts a runner in scoring position. 1 out. Top of the third inning, 3-0. The Docs with the lead. Brings up Owen Wood. Wood, he was the one that had the air in left field where he could not find the ball. That allowed Florida to come all the way home to score from home plate as he hit the ball out towards left field, was going for a double, and then after getting the double, he just kept on going. A Little League home run, one of the most exciting plays of the weekend. 1 ball and no strikes to Wood as the pitch is inside, and now at second base, leading things off is Hahn. Pretty good lead out there as the pitch is down and away from Sprague. 2 balls and no strikes as the right-hander is working out of the stretch. Sprague this season just 1 1/3 innings pitch prior to today. Had 3 earned runs with 1 walk and a strikeout against Rogue Credit Union. Pitch is inside. 3 balls and no strikes. That was against the Medford Mustangs. So 3 balls and no strikes from Sprague. Did have a strikeout and a walk. But that was the game where the Docs were leading 3-2 going into the bottom of the 5th inning, and ultimately 11 runs scored for Medford. A run rule victory, winning by 10, 13-3. 3-0 pitch. It's taken for a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike. Did throw 1 complete inning against the Eugene Challengers. June 25th, 3 days ago. 3-1 from Sprague. Swing and a miss. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count pitch. Upcoming. Here it is. Down low, and it's a walk. Second walk of the day issued by Sprague. First time he had that happen to him. He forced a 6-4-3 double play. 1 out, 2 on. 3-0 the score, and the top of the order back up. Isaac Irvin, a strikeout looking. Back in the first inning, now up in the third. Chance to drive in a run and get on the board for Salem. Sprague will throw back towards second. The tag by Anderson, not in time. Close play. Anderson did a good job sneaking behind, but back to second safely is Hahn. And now Ty Hellenthal is out to talk things over with his pitcher in Sprague. So you got the graduated senior talking with the incoming junior, the former sophomore. That was what UVC's baseball team was this past spring. A few senior leaders, but a lot of sophomores that made a big impact for the Monarchs. Those young sophomores, a large reason why they are able to win the state title this year for the 2nd straight season. Still waiting the first pitch is Irwin. Here it is, and it comes in for a strike. 0-1. No balls and 1 strike from Tegan Sprague. The right-hander with the stirrup socks. Fires in a pitch down and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Logan Anderson giving signs at second base. Sprague looking there. Not sure if I've seen that before. The second baseman giving signs like a third base coach. 1-1 pitch. It's up and inside. 2 balls and 1 strike from Sprague. Again, the Dr. Stewart's just 2 more games to go down here at the Coach K Classic. Tomorrow, 11:30 a.m. against Idaho Falls, the Bandits. Then they'll return home. Got a doubleheader on Monday and a doubleheader on Tuesday. Pitch from Sprague is down and away. 3 balls and 1 strike. They got the Medford Mustangs coming to town on Monday, and then they got the Eugene Challengers coming to Champion Car Wash Field on Tuesday. So a lot of baseball in a limited number of days. I believe it's 11 games in 7 days for the Docs. Pitch is fouled back. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Another full count pitch upcoming for Sprague. Sprague with just 1 strikeout goes to Irwin, the first batter he faced. Has a 2-strike pitch upcoming, the payoff pitch. Misses the zone, low and away, and it's another walk. Bases are now loaded. Single, walk, and walk. It's the 3rd walk issued by Sprague. So Hahn at 3rd, Wood at 2nd, and Irwin at 1st. Bases loaded for Corey Sidwell. First pitch, Sidwell pops it in the air out towards left field. Long run, and watching it hit the hitting facility is Daniel Withers. Snowballs and 1 strike. Upcoming to Sidwell, who walked his first time up. Sprague looking for a ground ball here. Looking for a chance to turn 2. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Good pitch from Sprague. Gets the whiff from Sidwell. Sprague ahead. No balls and 2 strikes. Looking for the punch-out pitch. Comes set. Gets the grip and lets her rip. The 0-2. Lined out towards left field, and it goes foul off the hitting facility once again. So an early swing from Sidwell. Sprague glares in to his catcher, Ty Hellenthal, who delivers the sign. No balls and 2 strikes, the pitch. Down and away. 1-2. Good stop by Hellenthal behind the plate, putting his body in front of it. Keeps the runner at 3rd in Hahn. There. One ball and 2 strikes. Bases loaded. Top of the 3rd. 3-0 the score. The pitch from Sprague. Swing and a miss. Got the whiff for out number 2. Second strikeout for Sprague. And now Wilson Herrera, the shortstop, will come to the plate. Grounded into a double play his first time up. The 3-hole hitter at the dish. Bases loaded and 2 outs. A big at-bat here with the tying run at first base. Sprague will step off, throw back towards 2nd, and back there safely is Wood. Sprague, ready. First pitch. Herrera takes a fastball for a strike on the inside part of the plate. Brushed him up a little bit, but it was right on the black. No balls and 1 strike. Infield playing relatively deep. 0-1 pitch from Sprague. Fouled back by Herrera. 0-2. Herrera again just committed to Butte Community College. Going to go play in Chico. No balls and 2 strikes. Sprague takes off his mitt, rubs his hand around the ball, puts back on the glove, and gets on the slab. Comes set at the waist. No balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Low. Was looking for a chase from Herrera. Could not get it. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Herrera. Here's the pitch. Ground ball towards 3rd, and it goes foul. So we'll do the 1-2 pitch one more time. Sprague trying to get out of this bases loaded jam. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch to Herrera. Grounded sharply to 3rd, and it goes foul just left of the line. Trying to poke it down the left field line, and just a little bit left of the bag. So we'll do the 1-2 pitch one more time. Sprague looking for the strikeout. Picked up his second to the last batter in Sidwell. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch. Herrera lines it towards left field. A blooper base hit right over the mitt of Paxton Burke. St. Clair fields. He throws it home. It's going to be late. 2 runs come in to score for Wilson Herrera as he has a 2 RBI single with 2 outs to cut the lead down to 1 and put the tying run in scoring position at second base here in the top of the third. Wasn't the hardest hit ball, but it was enough to drive in 2 runs and get the Dodgers on the board. Just the second hit given up by Tegan Sprague, and the walks haunt him. So 2 on and 2 out. Top of the third inning. Sprague delivers a pitch that's popped in the air out towards right field. Flora under it and makes the catch to retire Rylan Webster for the final out. Well, 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, a pair of runners left stranded as we'll now head to the bottom of the third inning. The score is 3-2. It is the Dr. Stewarts with the lead here on 541radio.com. And the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Johnson Lumber Company, a forward-thinking family company, has been operating in the Douglas County community for over 60 years. Founded by Don R. Johnson, the man who set the tone of commitment to these local communities by providing stable, long-term employment. D.R. Johnson Lumber Company understands the significance of investing in our youth because they are the foundation of our future. That's why they're a proud supporter of Roseburg Doc Stewarts. Come watch the Docs swing some lumber with D.R. Johnson Lumber Company. Go Docs!
Bottom of the third inning, the score is 3-2. Roseburg with the lead. 5 hits for the Dr. Stewarts, 2 hits for Salem, 1 error for the Dodgers. So 2 runs come in the top half of the third inning. The Docs look to respond here in the bottom of the third inning. Going to be Logan Anderson, Cal Robbins, and Daniel Withers do up the Heart of the Order. Heart of the Order is brought to you by Floors by Design. Flooring is at the heart of every home, and Floors by Design is the premier location in Douglas County, offering the latest and greatest from the industry's leading manufacturers. You can visit roseburgflooring.com for more information. So, Logan Anderson coming up to the plate, singled his first time up. The 2-hole hitter from Umpqua Valley Christian gets into the box. Lefty out there, Ryder Johnson, out for his second inning of relief work. First pitch to Anderson. Takes it in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. Again, Anderson, the team leader in batting average so far this summer. Definitely a bat you want at the top of your order. He's done a good job in the 2 spot all weekend long. Anderson shows bunt and bunts it foul. 1-1. Salem, they're looking for their first win of the season. They're 0-11 overall. A lot more competitive this season compared to last season. One ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch to Anderson. Rips it towards left field for a base hit. Just to the left side of the third baseman, Nolan Ricks. And it's the second single of the day for Logan Anderson, the 6th hit overall for the Dr. Stewarts. Brings up Cal Robbins, grounded out to third base, his first time up. Young man heading off to Lewiston, Idaho after the summer is over. Going to finish up his high school baseball career up there after spending his sophomore season at Roseburg High School. And a balk is called. So Anderson is going to advance to second base after the balk. And now the coach for Salem is coming down to talk things over with the home plate umpire. Art Cummings is the head coach. Ivan Holmes, Caden Wagner, and are the assistants. Cummings is still discussing this. So they're trying to argue that this isn't a balk at the moment. So while they discuss, we'd like to thank one of our sponsors, Southern Septic Service. Nobody sticks their nose in Southern Septic Service's business. Get a free, no-obligation estimate today for all your septic, grease trap, and portable toilet needs. Visit SouthernSepticServiceInc.com. So Robbins at the plate. Runner at second. Bottom of the third. First pitch. Takes it up and away. 1 ball and no strikes. So Robbins an opportunity at an RBI here, trying to get a run back. The lead was 3. It's down to 1. It's the bottom of the third inning. Robbins chops the ball towards the left side. Herrera charges, and it's off his mitt as Robbins will reach first base safely thanks to an error. So the second error of the game for Salem puts Robbins at first base, Anderson at third base, runners on the corners, nobody out for Daniel Withers. Withers a double, his first time up. First pitch from Johnson. Withers takes it for a strike on the inside part of the plate. 0-1 in this lefty versus righty matchup. Lefty and Johnson on the mound, working out of the stretch. Shakes his shoulder and comes set. 0-1 pitch, here it is. Withers takes it in the dirt. It gets past the catcher in Webster, but staying at third base is Anderson. Robbins remains at first base as well. 1 ball and 1 strike in the bottom of the third inning. Dr. Stewart's facing off against the Salem Dodgers. Withers cuts and misses on the 1-1 pitch. 1-2. A big hack. And a good pitch for Johnson, who certainly has some movement. He's been pretty impressive to start. One ball and 2 strikes. Pitch to Withers. In the dirt, gets away. Coming in from third is Anderson. The throw towards the mound, not in time, as Logan Anderson is in to score from third base thanks to the wild pitch. Robbins advances to second, and it's 4-2. The Docs with the lead. So 4-2, the score. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Daniel Withers. Working out of the windup, Robbins is going to take out towards third, and Withers chops it towards the first base line. Picking it up is the pitcher. The throw to first base in time to get Withers, and Robbins ends up at third base. A smart decision by Cal. As soon as he saw the pitcher was in the windup, he just took off towards third base. He's going to end up there regardless of the outcome with Withers. And actually, they might have called Withers safe at first base. I thought it was the home field umpire that ruled him out. But Withers is standing at first base right now, and he may have had an infield hit. And it is. So it's a swinging bunt single. So runners on the corners. After Withers picks up his second hit. Brings up Jake Johnson. Johnson takes a pitch behind his back. Trotting in from third base is Robbins, and he's in to score. Withers heads over to second base, and the lead is extended back to 3. It is 5-2. It's now runner in scoring position at second base in the bottom of the third. 5-2 the score. Johnson an RBI single, his first time up. 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2 balls and no strikes. So Johnson had the RBI hit, brought to you by Umpqua Bank. Whether it's great deals on investment or saving on loans and line of credit, or even personal banking with no overdraft fees, you can switch or you can cash in with Umpqua Bank, member FDIC. 2-0 pitch. Johnson takes it low. 3 balls and no strikes. Stop by one of their 6 branches in Douglas County, in Roseburg, Sutherland, Myrtle Creek, and Canyonville. 3 balls and no strikes. We'll see if Johnson gets the green light. He does not, and the pitch is low, so it's a walk. Just the first walk given up by Ryder Johnson. 2 on and nobody out in the bottom of the third inning. Thank you for joining us here on this early Saturday morning. 9 a.m. first pitch. The team arrived around 8 or so. I was here about 7, and that's the same time that the Dodgers kind of rolled into town, just after 7 a.m. Pitch is way outside to Dane St. Clair. So 1 ball and no strikes. Taj Flora is on deck. Doc's looking to put a big crooked number on the board. They've scored in every inning, 2 in the first, 1 in the second, and then 2 more now here in the third. St. Clair taking all the way. Takes the 1-0 pitch for a strike. 1-1. So Johnson finds the zone, has Daniel Withers at second base, Jake Johnson at first base. Johnson with a big lead at first. St. Clair shows bunt, he pulls it back, and it's in for a strike. 1-2, maybe looking to sacrifice himself and advance both runners. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Withers, rather to St. Clair. Pitch, breaking ball high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Throw goes back towards second base and now into the outfield. Both runners will advance into scoring position. Boone heads to third, and Johnson ends up at second. So 2 in scoring position. Nobody out with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Coming out is Cummins. So a mound meeting happening right now. We can thank one of our sponsors, Roseburg Country Club, established in 1922, offering an 18-hole course with excellent year-round playability. You can find out more at roseburgcountryclub.com. Joey Kieran right now is actually golfing at the Roseburg Country Club. We have an app to see each other's golf scores. I can pull it up right now. It's called The Gist. Great app, by the way, if you have friends that are also into golf. Joey's golfing at the Roseburg Country Club right now, and let's see what his score is. Pulling it up at the moment. But I got a notification earlier that Joey did tee off. Right now, he's plus 21 through 9 holes at the Roseburg Country Club. So that tells you a little bit about Joey's golfing game. So he just finished up the first 9. Probably listen to this game as the 2-2 pitch is down and away. 3 balls and 2 strikes. I'm sure he has it on in his cart. A lovely place to golf in the Umpqua Valley. Infield comes in. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The runners at second and third. The pitch to St. Clair. Reaches for a pitch. Pokes it through the hole. As actually, wow, diving play by Herrera. And they're going to say an out. I thought it got through. And it ended up in the mitt of Herrera. And I think they're going to call Johnson out at third base. They're arguing that maybe it hit the runner. Rather, that Herrera dove and had the tag down in time. Looked like the pitch was going to be low and away, but St. Clair put it in play. As of right now, run does come in and score, and they're going to leave it. So Johnson's out at third. One out. It is 6-2 with a runner at first base. So a fielder's choice play scores a run and also results in an out. Brings up Taj Flora, who had a Little League home run his first time up. First pitch, takes it down and inside, and St. Clair steals second base. So St. Clair ends up at second base, a stolen base, and now Flora an opportunity at an RBI. 1-0 pitch. Takes the pitch high, 2 balls and no strikes. Flora, the first time he came up, he ripped the ball down the left field line. Owen Wood lost track of it, went between his legs, and then he couldn't find the ball. That allowed Flora to come all the way home and score a Little League home run. 2-0. Flora takes it at the knees for a strike. 2-1. So the Docs with 3 runs in the inning. Looking for more. 2 balls and 1 strike. Pitch to Taj. St. Clair takes off. The pitch is inside. Great throw to third base, but safe is the call. My goodness. Rylan Webster ripped a bullet to third base, but St. Clair's slide was just in under the tag by the third baseman, Nolan Ricks. So runner at third base. Pitch. Flora fouls it away. Up towards the first base side, and the count goes full. Flora looking to put it in play. Drive in another run for the Dr. Stewarts. The pitch. Flora pops it up a mile in the sky out towards shallow center field. Charging in is Sidwell, and nobody gets to it. It drops down. Isaac Irwin, the second baseman, was over as well, and it drops down just beyond them. As it goes down, it is an RBI single for Taj Flora to score Dane St. Clair. And the score is now 7-2. 5-run lead for the Docs. 8th hit of the game and a runner at first base here in inning number 3. Danner Wirtz, the 7th batter of the inning, will stand in. First pitch to Wirtz. Takes it high, 1 ball and no strikes. It's the Dr. Stewarts leading by 5. Entered the inning leading by 3. As Wirtz takes a strike, Flora trying to steal second, and he gets into second base safely. One ball and 1 strike. Another runner in scoring position and another stolen base in the inning. Pitch is popped in the air by Wirtz, out of play towards the first base side. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pitch upcoming to Danner Wirtz, a strikeout swing in his first time up. Looking to respond and get an RBI here. Stretch the lead to 6. Payoff pitch. Breaking ball that's chopped towards third, and it's foul. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Upcoming to the incoming sophomore in Danner Wirtz. One-two pitch. Wirtz pops it up off towards the right side in foul territory. The first baseman making the catch is Tanner Antone for out number 2. 2 outs, a runner at second base, 7-2 the score in the bottom of the third inning. Brings up Ty Hellenthal, a ground out to second base, his first time up. Lefty and Ryder Johnson trying to get through this inning. Hellenthal swings and pops it up off towards left field. A long run in, not made by Owen Wood as it falls down for a base hit. Flora in to score from second base. And the Docs add on to their lead. It is now 8-2 here in the bottom of the third. 5 runs in for the Dr. Stewarts. RBI single by Ty Hellenthal. Again, RBI is brought to you by Umpqua Bank. Whether it's great deals on investment, saving on loans and lines of credit, or personal banking with no overdraft fees, you can cash in with Umpqua Bank. Member FDIC. Stop by one of their 6 branches in Douglas County, in Roseburg, Sutherland, Myrtle Creek, and Canyonville. So 8-2 the score. Another hit for the Dr. Stewarts. Paxton Burke at the plate, the right-handed hitter, a switch hitter. Batting as a righty to the lefty, and the pitch is inside to him, allowing the runner in Hellenthal to take second base. Burke is the 9th batter of the inning. Fly out and a single so far for Burke. 1-0 pitch. Burke checks his swing. He's hit by a pitch, and he'll take first base. So hit by a pitch, puts 2 on with 2 out. Bottom of the third inning, 8-2 the score. Brings up Logan Anderson. He's 2 for 2, 2 singles with a run scored. Led off this inning with a single and came in to score. First pitch, Anderson takes it inside, had to get out of the box. Almost hit him. 1 ball and no strikes. Ryder Johnson struggling to find the zone. Just searching for that third and final out. 1-0 pitch. Anderson swings and fouls it away. 1 ball and 1 strike in the bottom of the third inning. Dr. Stewart's in this inning. It was a single, then an error, a single, a walk, a fielder's choice play, a single, a pop-up, a single, and a hit by pitch. Now Anderson drives the ball towards center field. Sidwell, standing in dead center, makes the catch for the final out. In total, 5 runs come in on 4 hits with 2 left stranded, 1 error in the inning. We're headed to the 4th. The score is 8-2 here on 541radio.com. And the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
To expand your portfolio? Consolidate your investments with Palm Wealth Management. Our trusted team makes it easy to diversify and track your investments. Let Palm Wealth Management coordinate your financial strategy. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Turn your home into your dream sanctuary with help from Douglas County Farmers Co-op. For over 100 years, we've carried everything you need to keep your garden and crops green and growing, including a large selection of soil mixes, composts, fertilizers, and other soil amendments. You'll also find stones, boulders, gravel, and more to add structure and diversity to your yard. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Brook Communications radio stations have joined forces with a news review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with Lotus Media Group, LLC.com.
Top of the 4th inning, it is 8-2 the score. The Dr. Stewarts with the lead. Tegan Sprague's first pitch comes in for a strike, 0-1 to Tanner Antone. So Antone leading things now, followed by Vladdy Rust and Jigger Hahn. Pitch bounces in from Sprague. 1 ball and 1 strike. Docs scoring 5 runs in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Sprague inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Impressive inning where 10 batters came to the plate. They lead by 6. 2-1 pitch. Sprague struggles to find the zone. It's low. 3 balls and 1 strike. Antone, a pop up to first base, his first time up. Swings right through the 3-1 pitch. Count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Another full count pitch upcoming for Sprague. The pitch. Swing and a miss. A strikeout for Sprague as he sits down Antone for out number 1. Third strikeout for the right-hander from Umpqua Valley Christian. Vladdy Rust will come to the plate. Pitches in for a strike, 0-1. 0-1 pitch. Ground ball off towards the right side. Fielding it is the second baseman Anderson. Goes to first base for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down to start this 4th inning. Nobody on for the right fielder for Jager Hahn. Special thanks to our sponsor, DC Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop, as well as Cascade Community Credit Union, belong to Douglas County. First pitch, Hahn fouls it away towards left field side, 0-1. No balls and 1 strike to Hahn, who singled last inning and came in to score. One of the 2 players with hits and runs. Swings and misses. 0-2. Sprague looking for a 1-2-3 inning. The right-hander winds and fires outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sprague looking for his 4th strikeout. The pitch. Grounded towards the first base side, foul. So we'll do it again. And the Dr. Stewarts, day number 3, game number 4. Lost yesterday 4-2 against the Reno Knights. Game number 1 won 3-2 against Southern Oregon Baseball. Southern Oregon Baseball, they're in the building. They're watching on the third base side. Ground ball foul off towards the third base side. So it's good to see them on the third base side, at least cheering on the Dr. Stewarts. We'll take it. 1-2. Up and inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sprague will wind. The 2-2 pitch. Chased down low. Picked up by Hellenthal. The throw to first base in time. And it's a 1-2-3 inning with 2 strikeouts for Tegan Sprague. He's up to 4 Ks on the day as we'll head to the bottom of the 4th inning. The score remains 8-2. It is the Dr. Stewarts with the lead here at Eagle Point High School at the Yard. Heading to the bottom of 4 here on 541radio.com and the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Communications radio stations have joined forces with a news review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
It wasn't until 1925 that the American Legion gave birth to its first youth program, and that was American Legion Baseball. And the emphasis was on citizenship and sportsmanship.
Travel ball, a lot of the times you go and you play and it's kind of just more of an individual game. But in Legion Baseball, it's more of a team.
Back here at Eagle Point High School, the score is 8-2 in the bottom of the 4th inning. Dr. Stewart's coming up to hit. It's going to be Cal Robbins, Daniel Withers, and Jake Johnson, the Heart of the Order. Heart of the Order is brought to you by Floors by Design. Flooring is at the heart of every home, and Floors by Design is the premier location in Douglas County, offering the latest and greatest from the industry's leading manufacturers. You can visit roseburgflooring.com for more information. So, new pitcher comes into the game. It is Rylan Webster. That means a new catcher into the game as well. Owen Wood goes from left field to behind home plate. Corey Sidwell from center field to left field, and in center field now is Ryder Johnson. So those are the substitutions. Brings up Cal Robbins. Bottom of the fourth inning, the Docs leading by 6. So here is the former catcher, now pitcher, as the first pitch is outside. 1 ball and no strikes from Rylan Webster. Ryder Johnson, his final line, 2 innings pitched, 5 hits, 6 earned runs with a walk and a strikeout. Pitch to Robbins is rocketed in the air out towards left field. At the track and making the catch is Corey Sidwell for out number 1. Well struck by Robbins, but a nice line out catch in left field. Brings up Daniel Withers. Double and a single so far for Withers. First pitch to him. Takes it high, 1 ball and no strikes. So Withers the cleanup hitter. His first game this weekend playing out in left field. 1-0 pitch. Taken outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Two-0 pitch. Withers pops it up off towards the first base side, and it goes out of play. Into the bullpen of the Salem Dodgers. 2 balls and 1 strike. Withers looking to remain perfect today. Takes the 2-1 pitch, a fastball high. 3 balls and 1 strike from Webster. 3-1 pitch. Withers takes it inside, and he has worked a walk. Runner at first base for Jake Johnson, who has a single and a walk so far today. Webster, who's pitching, he's one of the players that isn't necessarily supposed to be here. Was not listed on the roster, at least on Game Changer, and he's one of the people that Coach said is here, even though he's not supposed to be here. Taking off towards second base is Withers as the first pitch was way outside and got past Owen Wood, the catcher. So 1 ball and no strikes to Johnson. Pitch up and inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Two-0 pitch upcoming. Pitch in for a strike, 2-1. There's a Rylan Webster that I found online just searching it quickly. That was a class of 2021, did play with the Withnell Dodgers. That was the Dodgers before they switched sponsorships this year to Wellcare. 2-1, it's outside, 3 balls and 1 strike, but he would have aged out at this point. Still searching to find who this might be. 3 balls and 1 strike. Pitch up and inside. And it's a walk for Johnson. Back-to-back walks, put 2 on. There's a Rylan Webster that played at Western Christian in Salem, but graduated in 2021. Two on and 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Dane St. Clair coming to the dish. First pitch to the Dane. Down and inside. 1 ball and no strikes. One ball, no strikes. The pitch. It's high. 2 balls and no strikes. Two-0 count. It's up high. 3 balls and no strikes. Yeah, I'm not finding much on this kid unless this is the kid from Salem that graduated in the class of 2021 and then looks like he played at Corbin for maybe a year. 3 balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch. In for a strike. 3-1. Pitch to St. Clair. He swings and misses. The ball gets past the catcher, and both runners will advance. So full count pitch upcoming. 2 in scoring position. Withers at third and Johnson at second. Webster on the mound. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to St. Clair. Hit down the left field line, foul. To the 3-2 again. Dr. Stewart's leading 8-2 in the bottom of the 4th inning. 2 in scoring position. Chance to stretch the lead to 8. Three balls and 2 strikes, the pitch. St. Clair pops it foul behind the plate. Full count pitch, we'll do it again as St. Clair battles. On deck is Taj Flora. On deck sponsor is the Blind Man. If you're feeling the heat when you're on deck, contact the Blind Man, a Hunter Douglas Gallery dealer in Roseburg. 3 balls and 2 strikes, the pitch. St. Clair grounds it towards the right side, backhanded at first base by Antone. That'll score 1 run as Antone taps on the first base bag for out number 2. But it's a 3 unassisted RBI ground out as Withers is in from third base to make it 9-2. Johnson goes from second to third base. And now Taj Flora with a chance with 2 outs and a runner at third. First pitch to Flora. Takes it for a strike. 0-1. The Blind Man can help you with several patio shade options to beat the summer heat or other design options for your home. Visit blindmanroseburg.com for more details. Pitches outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Bottom of the 4th inning, a runner at third. 9-2 the score as the Dr. Stewarts with the lead. Pitch to Flora. Drives it on 1 hop towards short. Herrera backhands, throws it towards first base. It's a low throw, but it's picked by Antone for the final out. No hits, no errors, 1 left stranded, and 1 run for the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts. We're headed to the top of the 5th inning. The score is 9-2. Roseburg with the lead here on 541radio.com and the score 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
First pitch in the top of the 5th inning is chopped towards shortstop Paxton Burke, fields and throws to first base for out number 1. So Nolan Ricks is out. 1 pitch, 1 out to start for Tegan Sprague here in inning number 5. Owen Wood and Isaac Irwin on deck. Batters 9 and 1. 2 up. After the 8-hole hitter grounded out to short. Deacon Sprague winds and fires. First pitch down and away. 1 ball and no strikes. 9-2 the score in the top of the 5th inning. It's the Roseburg Dr. Stewart's with the lead. Stewies, good bounce back performance today. 1-0 pitch. Sprague takes it inside. Rather, fires it inside. 2 balls and no strikes to Owen Wood. Walked and scored his first time up. Just 2 hits today for the Wellcare Dodgers. Pitches in for a strike, 2-1. Sprague gave up both hits in the 3rd inning. 2-1, a check swing, he went around, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Last inning, a 1-2-3 inning with a pair of strikeouts. Going to keep it rolling. Pitch is in for called strike 3. Sprague continues the success. Seemingly getting better as the game moves along. 2 outs quickly. Top of the 5th inning. And now coming up to hit is Isaac Irwin. Pitch is popped in the air, out of play. 0-1. Irwin a strikeout and a walk so far. 2 outs for the leadoff hitter. Takes the pitch high. 1-1. Deacon Sprague, 1-2-3 first inning, 1-2-3 second inning. Ran into some trouble in the 3rd. Allowed a leadoff single, allowed a couple of walks, and then another single with 2 outs. A swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt. 1-2. That allowed 2 runs to come in to score with the 2 outs. Got the out, and then after that point, he's retired the last 6 batters. The 1-2. It's a fastball high, 2 balls and 2 strikes. He's looking to keep it going, retire his 7th straight batter here. Team leading by 7, 9-2. Sprague's pitch. Down and inside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. A full count pitch upcoming from Sprague. The right-hander will wind and deliver. Popped in the air out towards left center field. A long run for St. Clair, and he doesn't get to it. He was called off in left field by Daniel Withers. He let it drop, and at second base with a double is Isaac Irwin. Looked like St. Clair could have maybe made the play if he just kept running, but it looked like Withers called him off, miscommunication, and the ball drops. So the 3rd hit of the game for the Dodgers. Put a runner in scoring position for Corey Sidwell. 2 outs, a runner at second for Sidwell. A walk and a strikeout so far. For now, the left fielder moving over after starting the game in center field. First pitch from Sprague out of the stretch is inside, 1-0. Two outs, a runner at second. The Docs with 2 runs in the first, 1 in the second, 5 in the third, and 1 in the fourth. 1-0 pitch. Down low and inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Salem 2 runs in the 3rd inning, scoreless in each other frame. Sprague's 2-0 pitch. Bounces in. 3-0. And a nice, pleasant morning so far. 72 degrees. The current temperature going to get warmer throughout the afternoon here in Eagle Point. 3-0 pitch, taking all the way, was the batter, and it's in for a strike, 3-1. Three balls and 1 strike. Sprague working out of the stretch. Looks back towards second. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Works it full. Another full count pitch upcoming for Sprague. He's had several of those today. Sprague nods. Looks back towards second. The payoff pitch. Popped up in the infield. Sprague, just shy of the mound, makes the catch in the grass for the final out. 1 hit, 1 left stranded. No runs and no errors. We now head to the bottom of the 5th inning. The score is 9-2 here on 541radio.com. And the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in our backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
At Douglas County Farmers Co-op, we want your four-legged friends to be healthy and happy. That's why we stock a carefully curated selection of pet, equine, and livestock supplies. From the premium foods your pets crave to grooming and show supplies that help you shine in the show ring, you'll find it at Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Our knowledgeable staff are here to help with those tough pet and livestock care questions. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Bottom of the fifth inning as we take a look at the D.R. Johnson scoreboard. 9 runs, 9 hits, no errors for Roseburg. 2 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors for Salem. Bottom of the fifth inning, it's the Dr. Stewart's coming up to the plate. Batters 3, 4, and 5. Cal Robbins, Daniel Withers, and Jake Johnson. Docs an opportunity to go home a little bit earlier. They can score 3 runs in this inning. Run rule Salem for the second straight season. Rylan Webster back out there, the right-hander. And actually, scratch that, it's not Cal Robbins. Tanner Wirtz is leading things off. Pitch is in, 1-0. So Tanner Wirtz, Ty Hellenthal, and Paxton Burke. That's what happens when you bat all around in the third inning. 1-0. Wirtz takes it up and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Wirtz a strikeout and a pop-up so far. Hellenthal on deck, and then Paxton Burke in the hole. So batters 8, 9, and 1. Pitch to Wirtz, it's fouled away towards the right side. 2 balls and 1 strike. The Docs have scored offensively in every inning. 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 5 in the third, and 1 in the fourth. 2-1 pitch. Wirtz line drive out towards center field. And coming in and making the catch is a nice play by Johnson as he lays out and gets the grab for the out. Brings up Ty Hellenthal, 1 out, nobody on for the 9-hole hitter. RBI single for Hellenthal, his last time up. First pitch to him. Taken outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Again, we don't know exactly where Webster's from. He was a guy that was added to the roster today. All that I could find was a guy that graduated in class of 2021. 1-0 pitch, taken for a strike, 1-1. That guy from the class of 2021 was from Salem, so and it is a possibility, although he would have aged out. 1-1 pitch. Hellenthal drives the ball out towards right center field. A long run for Johnson, and he can't catch up to it. It's going to drop down and roll almost all the way to the wall. Hellenthal is going to stop at second with a 1-out double. And the Docs are back in business here in the bottom of the fifth. Top of the order back up, Paxton Burke. Had a couple of at-bats as a right-handed hitter his last 2 times up. Will stand in as a lefty to the right-hander in Webster. He singled back in the first, came in to score, a fly out and a hit by pitch. 4th time through the order for the Dr. Stewarts. Burke takes it outside, 1-0. So it's a 7-run lead for the Dr. Stewarts in the bottom of the 5th. Trying to score again, and RBI waiting for Burke at second base. Pitch to Burke is outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Logan Anderson now on deck. Two balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch to Burke. Outside. 3-0. We'll see if Burke gets the green light here. 3-0 pitch. Takes it inside, and he tosses the bat. Burke is aboard at first base, and it brings the winning run to the plate in Logan Anderson. So 1-out walk. Burke at first. Helmthal at second. Bottom of the fifth, 9-2 the score. It is the Dr. Stewarts with the lead. First pitch, Anderson thought about offering, did not, and it's called a strike. Good pitch from Webster. 0-1. No balls and 1 strike pitch. Inside. 1-1. Webster looks back towards second a couple of times, kicks, now comes to the plate. It's fouled off. A late swing by Anderson, but he's able to foul it away. 2 strikes now to him. He's 2 for 3 today, a fly out to center field, and 2 singles with the run scored. One-two pitch. Anderson flies it out towards right field. On in right field, makes the catch, tagging at second base, and over to third is Helmthal. Two outs, 2 on, 9-2 the score in the bottom of the 5th inning, and the powerful Cal Robbins will come to the plate. He's hitless today, did score in the 3rd after reaching on an error. See what Cal can do here. And the winning run at the plate. The Ducks leading by 7 after the 5th inning. If you're leading by 10, you run rule the opponent. Throw back towards first base. Burke back there safely. Sure, they're keeping an eye on Paxton. He could take off with the runner at third base. First pitch, Robbins takes a strike, a pump fake towards second as Burke takes second base without a throw. Owen Wood offers to look towards third base. So 2 in scoring position for Robbins. Bottom of the 5th. Ducks have not been shut out offensively in a half inning so far. One out. Robbins swings and misses the ball down and away. Now actually no balls and 2 strikes. Webster gets ready. 0-2 pitch. Robbins laces the ball down towards left field. It's hook and foul, and it goes foul. He got a hold of it just a little bit early. Looking to square it up. He has 1 home run on the season. It was a week and a half ago at North Medford High School at Jim Maccabee Field. Now looking for his 2nd home run. I mean, if he can get a hold of it, he could certainly send it a long way. The 0-2. Robbins pops it up off towards the third base side, and it goes out of play on top of the dugout. So we'll do the 0-2 again. Robbins early. Getting a little bit excited. Trying to drive in some runs. 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs. Oh-2 pitch. Robbins pops it up off towards the first base side over his Antone, and it's out of play. So no balls and 2 strikes. Head coach Tim Sestair tossing in some balls. Working out of the windup is Rylan Webster. He shakes and now will wind. The 0-2 pitch. Way outside, gets past the catcher. Taken off from third base is Hellenthal, and he's in to score. Make that Fletcher Coleman a replacement runner for the catcher in Hellenthal. Either way, he's in to score. And it is now 10-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes with the runner at third base. 8-run lead now for the Dr. Stewarts. Burke dancing at third base, now going back out of the stretch is Webster. 1-2 pitch. Robbins pops it up off towards the left side of the field. Herrera, the shortstop, a long run towards the third base side, and it drops right behind him. So that allows Burke to come in and score. The inning will continue, and that's the second error on Herrera and the third error overall. Tough to find it with this sun. Brings up Daniel Withers. So 11-2 the score. Winning run at first base. 2 outs. Withers, 3 for 3 in terms of on-base percentage, 2 for 2 overall. First pitch, takes it high. Throw back towards first base, and Robbins just back in time. 1-0. Withers, a double, a single, and a walk. 2 runs scored for Boone. 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch. Outside. 2 balls and no strikes from Webster. It's 11-2 the score in the bottom of the 5th. 2 runs coming in already. 2-0 pitch. It's Withers. So a hit by pitch will put the winning run in scoring position at second for Jake Johnson. Johnson, 2 walks, an RBI single. So Robbins at second and Withers at first. First pitch to Johnson. Flies it out towards center field. Johnson over. And he retires the other Johnson for the final out. 2 runs come in on 1 hit and an error, 2 left stranded. And we'll play on. To the 6th inning we go. It is 11-2 the score. It is the Dr. Stewarts with the lead here on 541radio.com. And the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Successful companies have a very important secret. Good advertising works and makes them money. That's why your business should contact Lotus Media Group. Let us help you cash in with multimedia advertising. Multiple touches from Douglas County's only Google certified partner and most effective advertising platform. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen. LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
It wasn't until 1925 that the American Legion gave birth to its first youth program, and that was American Legion Baseball. And the emphasis was on citizenship and sportsmanship.
Travel ball, a lot of the times you go and you play and it's kind of just more of an individual game. But in Legion Baseball, it's more of a team working towards a goal, and I really appreciate that.
That you're playing for something more than just yourself. You're playing for all the past veterans who have served, we're playing for the people who are still serving in the military. And it's a huge honor to be part of this program.
Wilson Herrera, Rylan Webster, and Tanner Antone who do up batters 3, 4, and 5 here in the top of the 6th inning. It is 11-2. The Dr. Stewarts with the lead. Logan Anderson delivers a first pitch strike, 0-1. So Logan Anderson on the mound, the 0-1 pitch. It's popped up in the infield. Over at shortstop, it's Paxton Burke. He's called off by Tegan Sprague, and Sprague comes in and makes the catch for out number 1. Doc's dugout is lively right now. So Rylan Webster will now come up to the plate. The pitcher, 0 for 2. Anderson's first pitch. Line drive to right field. It's down for a base hit and maybe even more. St. Clair cuts it off in center field. He throws it towards second base. A good throw. The tag is in time. Webster's out, trying to stretch a single to a double. A hit goes to Salem. And the tag is in there by Paxton Burke. 2 outs. Great throw from St. Clair in center field. So 2 outs, nobody on for Tanner Antone. Pop up and a strikeout. Line drive out towards center field. St. Clair hops and makes the catch. What an inning for Logan Anderson. A quick 1-2-3 as we'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning. The score is 11-2. The Doc Stewart's looking for 1. Here on the other half of this break on 541radio.com and the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Looking to expand your portfolio? Consolidate your investments with Palm Wealth Management. Our trusted team makes it easy to diversify and track your investments. Let Palm Wealth Management coordinate your financial strategy. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Brook Communications radio stations have joined forces with a news review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with Lotus Media Group, LLC.com.
When it comes to finances, it can be hard to know what's in your best interest. Experience the strength of advice at Palm Wealth Management. From education and estate planning to retirement and the unexpected, we can help. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Bottom of the 6th inning, special thanks to our sponsor, Gibbs RV Superstore. You gotta get to Gibbs, where RV means real value. As well as McClendon Smokehouse, a family-owned meat shop and smokehouse offering a wide selection, plus fresh produce, baked goods, and a general grocery selection. You can stop by on West Harvard Avenue. Well, it's 11-2, the score of the Dr. Stewart's with the lead against the Salem Wellcare Dodgers. Dr. Stewart's back up to the plate, just needing 1 run here on the bottom of the 6th to close this one out, an inning early. Dane St. Clair, Taj Flora, and Danner Wirtz do up batters 6, 7, and 8. Here's St. Clair. Grounded out, picked up an RBI his last time out. First pitch from the pitcher, Rylan Webster. In the dirt, 1 ball and no strikes. I believe it was a 5-pitch inning for Logan Anderson in the top of the 6th inning. Really good stuff from the second baseman. Yesterday we saw Paxton Burke pitch 1 inning. Is at the end of the game against Reno. He also had a 1-2-3 inning. In fact, he even had a strikeout. Asked Coach Sester if Burke is going to be a part of the rotation moving forward, and he joked about how Burke wanted to pitch a lot during the spring. Pitches up and away, 2-0. He said he's a competitor and he wants to be out there, and he's definitely going to be in the zone. I didn't say for sure he was going to be back out there on a regular basis. Obviously, you want him at short with his defense. 2-0 pitch to St. Clair. It's down low, 3 balls and no strikes. But nonetheless, a really strong outing for Burke. Got a nice 3-quarter slot delivery as well. 3-0 pitch. St. Clair takes a strike. Ooh. He thought he was heading to first base with a walk. Instead, he's back to the box. 3 balls and 1 strike. 3-1 pitch. St. Clair fouls it away. Count goes full. So Webster back in the at-bat. After falling behind 3-0, he gets the favorable call and delivers a strike. 3-2 pitch. St. Clair, line drive to right field. It's over the head of the right fielder, Hahn, and it's going to go all the way to the wall. Hahn loses the hat, picks up the ball on the track. St. Clair on his high horse all the way to third base with a triple. Man, he smacked that. So the winning run is at third base. Taj Flora is coming up with a chance to end the game in 6. Flora, the Sutherland product. Little League home run back in the 2nd. RBI single in the 3rd. Infield comes in. Flora grounded out his last time up to short. First pitch. He takes the pitch up and inside. 1 ball and no strikes. 11-2 the score. Runner at third. Nobody out in the bottom of the 6th. The Doc Stewarts looking to go to 7-8 on the season. Flora takes the pitch inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Danner Wirtz is on deck. 2-0 pitch. Inside. 3 balls and no strikes. Looks like Flora's going to take regardless here. We'll see if he gets the green light or if he takes the green light. The 3-0 takes a strike, 3-1. So Webster finds the zone. The 3-1 pitch. Flora grounds it towards third base down the left field line, and the Ducks will win the game. Walk-off RBI single by Taj Flora as the Ducks ended in 6, 12-2. His third hit of the game, his second RBI, and the Ducks win it 12-2 in 6 innings. Back-to-back years run ruling the Dodgers down here at the Coach K Classic. The Dr. Stewarts with the victory and improve to 7-8. So the Ducks with the win. We'll take a 3-minute timeout. Have the post-game show coming up in just a few moments here on 541radio.com and the Score 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event, plus you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
It wasn't until 1925 that the American Legion gave birth to its first youth program, and that was American Legion Baseball. And the emphasis was on citizenship and sportsmanship.
Travel ball, a lot of the times you go and you play and it's kind of just more of an individual game. But in Legion Baseball, it's more of a team working towards a goal, and I really appreciate that.
That you're playing for something more than just yourself. We're playing for all the past veterans who have served. We're playing for the people who are still serving in the military. And it's a huge honor to be part of this program.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in the backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
D.R. Johnson Lumber Company, a forward-thinking family company, has been operating in the Douglas County community for over 60 years. Founded by Don R. Johnson, the man who set the tone of commitment to these local communities by providing stable, long-term employment. D.R. Johnson Lumber Company understands the significance of investing in our youth because they are the foundation of our future. That's why they're a proud supporter of Roseburg Dr. Stewart's. Come watch the Docs swing some lumber with D.R. Johnson Lumber Company. Go Docs!
Turn your home into your dream sanctuary with help from Douglas County Farmers Co-op. For over 100 years, we've carried everything you need to keep your garden and crops green and growing, including a large selection of soil mixes, composts, fertilizers, and other soil amendments. You'll also find stones, boulders, gravel, and more to add structure and diversity to your yard. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Final score here at Eagle Point High School, it is 12-2. Taking a look at the scoreboard as we are still tallying everything up, but I think that's almost accurate. Just need to add one more hit for the Dr. Stewarts, the one at the end by Taj Flora. But overall, I must have missed a few more errors as well for Salem. Just looking at the game changer box score, 5 errors credited to the Salem Wellcare Dodgers, 2 runs on 4 hits. Roseburg with 12 runs, 11 hits, and no errors. Scoreboard is brought to you by Dr. Johnson Lumber Co., a progressive family-owned company proudly supporting our local youth. Come out and watch the Docs swing some lumber. Dr. Johnson making lumber since 1951. The Docs win it in 6 innings, 12-2, 2 runs in the first, 1 in the second, 5 in the third. 1 run in the fourth, 2 in the fifth, and 1 in the sixth. They get 2 runs in the third inning. Tegan Sprague is going to pick up the win. 5 innings pitched with 3 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Logan Anderson with 1 inning pitch, 1 hit, no runs. No earned runs, no walks, and no strikeouts. A 1-2-3 inning. Caden Knoll is going to pick up the loss with Ryder Johnson. Throwing 2 innings, allowed 6 runs. None of them were earned with a walk and a strikeout, 5 hits overall. Rylan Webster, 2 innings pitched, 3 hits, 4 runs with 2 earned, 3 walks and no strikeouts. Those are the numbers for this one. 12-2 the final. Roseburg wins it. Taj Flora was the star in this one. 3 for 4, had a double out towards left field. He came around to score. It was an inside the park Little League home run in the second inning. Had a couple of RBI singles as well. A total of 2 RBIs today with 2 runs scored. Dane St. Clair had the triple and came in to score. Logan Anderson went 2-for-4 with a run scored. Dane St. Clair had 2 RBIs today with his triple. He also had an RBI ground out and reached on a fielder's choice play. And then Taj Flora the 2 RBIs as well. So 11 runs, only 6 RBIs for the Docs today. Jake Johnson went 1 for 2, pair of walks, and an RBI single. We still got some more breaks to get in, so we'll take another 3-minute timeout, 3.5-minute timeout on the radio. When we come back, we'll get you set for tomorrow. You're on 541radio.com and the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event, plus you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
It wasn't until 1925 that the American Legion gave birth to its first youth program, and that was American Legion Baseball. And the emphasis was on citizenship and sportsmanship.
Travel ball, a lot of the times you go and you play and it's kind of just more of an individual game. But in Legion Baseball, it's more of a team working towards a goal, and I really appreciate that.
That you're playing for something more than just yourself. You're playing for all the past veterans who have served. We're playing for the people who are still serving in the military. And it's a huge honor to be part of this program.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in the backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
D.R. Johnson Lumber Company, a forward-thinking family company, has been operating in the Douglas County community for over 60 years. Founded by Don R. Johnson, the man who set the tone of commitment to these local communities by providing stable, long-term employment. D.R. Johnson Lumber Company understands the significance of investing in our youth because they are the foundation of our future. That's why they're a proud supporter of Roseburg Dr. Stewart's. Come watch the Docs swing some lumber with D.R. Johnson Lumber Company. Go Docs!
Turn your home into your dream sanctuary with help from Douglas County Farmers Co-op. For over 100 years, we've carried everything you need to keep your garden and crops green and growing, including a large selection of soil mixes, composts, fertilizers, and other soil amendments. You'll also find stones, boulders, gravel, and more to add structure and diversity to your yard. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Welcome back here to Eagle Point High School at the Yard. Night Jarecki with you this afternoon. We got Grady Hamilton back in studio. The Dr. Stewart's win 12-2 against Salem. They are now 3-1 in the Coach K Memorial Classic. They got one more game to go. It comes up tomorrow in Idaho Falls. The Bandits going to be playing against the Dr. Stewart's 11:30 a.m. We'll have the pregame going at 11:15 a.m. Then the Docs have two games coming up on Monday against the Medford Mustangs, and then on Tuesday another doubleheader against the Eugene Challengers. Lots of baseball to go this week here on The Score. So the Docs win 12-2 against Salem, 3-1 overall on the weekend and 7-8 on the season. A chance to go 500 tomorrow against Idaho Falls, right there at the top of the standings in the Coach K Memorial Classic. We'll see if the Docs can pull it off tomorrow, and we'll see what happens elsewhere today. There are a bunch more games to go. 5 games today. Southern Oregon Baseball has a couple of games against Salem and Reno, and then Corvallis has a doubleheader against Idaho Falls and Medford. Docs win it. They're now 7-8. Salem, they are now 0-12 on the season. Special thanks to everybody that made this broadcast possible. To our producer back in studio, Grady Hamilton. I'm Nate Jarecki saying so long from Eagle Point. We'll see you tomorrow for more Docs baseball here on The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.